What if I told you the cute little bunny delivering chocolate eggs to your kids every Easter has origins so strange, so dark, and so utterly weird that the church tried to bury it for centuries? Because here's the thing nobody tells you at Easter brunch: rabbits don't lay eggs. So why is a bunny handing out eggs? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you will never look at a chocolate Easter bunny the same way again. Let's go back, way back. We're talking ancient pagan Europe, before Christianity spread across the continent. Before Easter eggs, before Cadbury, there was a goddess. Her name, Eostre. She was the Germanic goddess of spring, dawn, and fertility. And every year, when winter finally loosened its grip, ancient Germanic tribes held a festival in her name, celebrating new life, rebirth, warmth returning to the earth. The word Easter? Scholars believe it comes directly from Eostre's name, her festival, her season. Now here's where the bunny enters and it gets weird. According to legend, Eostre once found a wounded bird dying in the snow. Feeling pity, she transformed it into a hare so it could survive the cold. But here's the twist. The transformation wasn't complete. The hare still had the ability to lay eggs. Once a year, on the spring festival, this magical hare would honor its former life as a bird by laying colorful eggs and gifting them to children. I know. It sounds like something a very creative child made up. But this story is over 1,000 years old, and it's the earliest thread we can trace to our modern Easter bunny. Now, fast forward a few centuries. Christianity is spreading across Europe. Missionaries are converting entire nations. But there's a problem. You can't just walk into a village that's been celebrating Eostre's festival for generations and say, "Sorry, stop having fun. New religion." People don't work that way.
So the early church did something genius and honestly a little sneaky. They absorbed the festival. The timing of the Christian celebration of Jesus' resurrection happened to fall around the same spring period as Eostre's festival. So rather than fight the culture, they blended it. The eggs, they became symbols of the sealed tomb of Jesus, cracking open to represent resurrection. The hare? Well, they couldn't quite get rid of it. It was too popular. So the bunny survived, quietly, stubbornly, like a hare hiding in tall grass. Now here's where it gets really interesting. It's the 1600s. German immigrants are settling in Pennsylvania, America. And they bring with them a tradition involving a character called Oschter Haws. Oschter Haws was essentially the Easter Bunny's German ancestor, a magical rabbit who judged whether children had been good or bad. The good kids? He'd leave colorful eggs in little nests they built for him. Sound familiar? It's basically Santa Claus, but make it bunny. Kids started leaving out carrots for him. Parents started hiding eggs. And this quirky German folk tradition began spreading across America like wildfire at an Easter egg hunt. Then the 1800s hit, and chocolate entered the chat. German confectioners started making edible chocolate bunnies and eggs. And once chocolate gets involved in a holiday tradition, it's over. There's no going back. By the early 1900s, the Easter Bunny was everywhere. Greeting cards, department store displays, and eventually, those hollow chocolate bunnies that feel like a personal betrayal every time you bite into them, expecting something solid. But here's the part that blew my mind when I found it. Eostre, the goddess this whole thing might trace back to, may not have even existed. The only historical record we have of her comes from a single monk named Bede, writing in 725 AD. He mentioned her once. And then, nothing. No temples, no inscriptions, no ancient statues. Some historians believe Bede may have simply invented her, or misunderstood a local festival name. Which means the Easter Bunny might be built on a myth. Inside a myth, inside another myth. It's like a Russian nesting doll of folklore. And yet, here we are, billions of dollars spent every year on chocolate bunnies, plastic eggs, and pastel decorations, all tracing back to a wounded bird, a pagan goddess, a Pennsylvania rabbit, and one monk with a quill and possibly too much time on his hands. So the next time someone hands you a hollow chocolate Easter bunny, take a moment, because in that silly little candy shape is over 1,000 years of mythology, religious history, immigrant tradition, and pure human creativity. We took a legend, we blended it with faith, we shipped it to America, we dipped it in chocolate, and we gave it to children. That's not just a holiday tradition. That's civilization doing what it does best, taking the old, the strange, and the forgotten, and making it delicious. If this story surprised you, if you learned something you'll be dropping at Easter dinner this weekend, do me one favour. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more deep dives into the weird, wild histories hiding behind everyday things. And drop in the comments, which part shocked you the most? Was it the pagan goddess, the shape-shifting bird, or the fact that the bunny might be built on a legend that never even existed? I will read every comment and reply. See you in the next one.